Welcome back for my second on-site video here in Kansas City. I'm still having a fantastic time. As you can see, I'm still dressed the same. So I'm making this video right after the first one. What can I say? We are starting with some Caitriona and Sam, and we are ending with some Caitriona and Sam, but in the middle, we are chock full of the cast. So please check out some of these. And yes, I am starting with the fun little throwback picture and a current one. We have early Sam and Caitriona. In fact, what is she doing? Is she wearing one of those caps? Is she wearing a cap in the first one? I swear she's wearing a cap in the first one. Anywho, and then most recent, my guess is, some time has gone by. We have these, I like these comparative ones where we see how they started and how they ended. Although I don't think this is how she ends because that's some brown hair going on. So this might be more like season 5, season 4, season 5, between what they're wearing and what they're wearing here. Yeah, a few years went by, but not like 11. So, but a fun way to start us off. This one was shared by Fran World, FRASRWRLD. That's some good stuff. And it just says kids. Moving right along, Outlander Online shares this. Joey Phil gave his hair away to little lady locks after finishing filming Outlander. Great initiative, Joey. So he donated his hair that he had grown from Outlander to lady locks, which I believe. See, there's a couple of them. There's Lovely Locks, there's a couple of them, but you donate your hair for folks who can't afford a wig for whatever reason. Some of them are based on child cancer. Some of them are based on other needs. I think that's fantastic. Little Lady Locks is a certified charity that raises money for children with hair loss to make wigs and hair accessories for them. Beautiful. Tap the link in our stories to find out more to donate. I will see if I can include that in here. That is fantastic. And he was asking in the previous video for folks who, he'd reached his fundraising goal, but that doesn't need to stop. So if you can help out, help out. And our next one is Nell Hudson. And all the mayhem, I forgot to post these pics of me and Max kind of dressed like we're going to the MTV Awards circa 2002. A little bit, yes, but I do not judge. Everyone's fashion is everybody's own thing. I'm a mess most of the time. So I make no judgments. I think they look lovely, quite frankly. He looks very put together. She looks very put together. Again, I feel like somebody may want to hand her a jacket if it gets chilly, but she looks very nice. I cannot complain. It is a cute top. I do believe that 2002 might be right because I think there's an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where Sarah Michelle Gellar is wearing a similar top that has strings in the back and a halter in the front. But bringing fashion back, it's 20 years later, so that ought to be about right. Yeah, fashion comes back. Now, like I said, Caitlin and John were just in Texas, so this is an appropriate look, and I like that she picked a hat that matches the top. It's very nice. It puts together. Again, she may need a jacket, but it's Texas. It's probably still warm there. Outlander Online shared this one. New photo of Caitlin O'Ryan from Caitlin O'Ryan's Instagram, and of course, all the familiar hashtags for us there. Fantastic. She still hasn't done any spoken poetry at the convention, though. I'm hoping that she will. Now, this one is of Paul, of course. Adore Paul. I got his signature twice. He thought that was clever. I enjoyed the repartee. It was fantastic. Outlander Online shares, hey, will you look at that? 3 photos of Paul Gorman in a day. We rarely get any. We'll take them. Paul. All right. And he did share another photo, but I don't know that I put it on this reel. It'll probably come out later. But we got Paul next to a really large birdie. We call them birdies. I don't know if you may have another name for it, but if you play, what is it, yard tennis? I don't even remember. It's been a long time since I played. That's the ball, sort of. Only it's very large. And here he is, just pointing at it. World's biggest shuttlecock. Thank you. I'm sorry, I could not think of the name. Thank goodness they put it there. And apparently he is stunned. It looks like it's balancing on the tip of his finger, though. And that's a clever shot. I enjoy that. This one, again, Outlander Online. Thank you, Outlander Online, for just being on the ball with these images. New photo of Lauren Lyle on Instagram. Considering everybody I saw at the airport, she looks like she could be waiting at the airport. I don't know if that's what's going on. I have no clue, but it's still a fun picture. And she's got a little American flag. So she's apparently saying she's in the States, which I'm aware of. I just saw her yesterday. And we have a little video from Stephen Cree. Stephen Cree speaks out about what it was like to return to Outlander in his interview with Fansided. Fansided link to full interviews and stories. Again, I will try to find that for you. Don't hate me if I can't find it if it's not there anymore, but I will do my best. Let's take a look at what he has to say.
Do you know what? It was just honestly, it was like going home in a way. I mean, I live in London, so getting to go back to Scotland is also literally like going home. But being with Sam again as well, in particular, because the last time I'd been on the show, I hadn't filmed with Sam. I'd filmed with Sophie, so I hadn't actually done any scenes with Sam since, I mean, I don't know, for 6 years or something like that. And actually, I used the analogy before. It was like pulling on an old glove, but actually, it was like literally pulling on an old green sock, as is what I do. I actually couldn't quite remember how I speak though. And in the show, we do, even as the Scottish people, we do a slightly different Scottish accent. And I don't watch the show, but I did something a while ago with one of the fan sites, and I watched some old episodes, and I thought my Scottish accent sounded horrific. I was like, I don't even sound Scottish. So I actually did purposefully this time try and sound a little bit more normal Scottish than as I'd previously sounded. So if anyone notices that, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I can say, oh, that's a Scottish accent. That's an Irish accent. I can't tell the difference between Australia and New Zealand. Sorry. But yeah, I don't. To me, it's just like, oh, that's a harsher Scottish accent where I can't understand a word they're saying because the accent is so thick. And that is sort of what it was like at the very beginning of Outlander. It just took a little while for my ears to adjust. And it's probably just because it's a Highland accent. So it's, I don't, stronger. It's different. It's got a different cadence to it. I do have something to end us on with another Sam and Cat. And I do think you'll enjoy it. Otherwise, why would I put it here, right? Okay, let me adjust this real quick. His threads is a little trickier sizing. Okay, got the sizing. Let's do some audio, yeah? Let's hear him.
What does that sound?
You're tearing my heart apart.
You're tearing my guts out, Claire. Yes, you are going to have your hearts torn to shreds this season, I promise. It's really cool.
It is super exciting. It is very dramatic. We are trying to serve you all of the drama and the love.
Why is this
and
camera
we're
on this here?
super grateful for you guys watching. So stay tuned for season 7, part 2.
Well, they're going to tear our hearts. The audio is funky on there, so I apologize for that if I wasn't able to fix it. The thread, though, it says if it's them to shred, it's always worth it. They don't just serve in acting, they also serve in sound effects. I love their intro, my favorite, always and forever, and stars. So yeah, they going to tear our hearts out, and they're so nice to warn us about it, I guess. Well, that's all I have for you with this video. Enjoy it. I'm enjoying myself here. And if you did like this video, please do give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you'll know when the next video does come out. Thank you to everybody for joining me on these. They're crack me up a little more than they probably should sometimes, but I do enjoy them, which is why I share them with you. Thanks as always to my members. The little gift that I've been working on for you guys went over really well here. So I do have those images, photos autographed for those of you who asked for. Some of you may be getting a bonus one as well. I haven't figured that out. And possibly a little gift will be coming with that. So if you have to wait a little while for the actual image, don't be upset. I promise you I am sending it. But don't worry because I haven't asked for any addresses yet, so I can't send it anyway. But I will send them after I get back. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you didn't get enough Outlander information and just loved listening to me babble, please do check out any of the videos on Outlanders, Waiting for Outlanders Season 7 Part 2. You'll find loads. And no matter what video you do choose, you know one thing's for sure. You'll probably see Sam, but I'll see you there. Weird things are happening that I don't want to happen. Why is it split like? We are starting with some Caitlin. We are starting. Now, as I said before, Caitlin and Bell is what I keep trying to say. His name is not Bell.